Good evening, my name's Alex Campbell.
And I'm Mark Palmer.
And you're watching Dissecting Trek. So the big goodbye, the first real holodeck episode.
Yeah, I was actually pretty excited when he started explaining the holodeck. I'm like, oh, is this the first appearance of the holodeck?
Yeah, it's been in other episodes, but this is like the first holodeck episode.
Yeah.
Which is, for me, some of the most memorable episodes. Two Moriarty ones and other ones. Some of the most memorable episodes that I can't remember any of them.
The one where Data becomes all the characters in it?
Yeah.
That's a great episode.
The Barclay ones.
Mm-hmm. That's always good. Not to mention all the ones of Deep Space Nine and I guess Enterprise has that fake, the other alien race holo.
Oh, I watched Enterprise, yeah.
So it's not that bad. I mean, it's not fucking Next Gen, but it's definitely better than Discovery.
I'm getting through Voyager. I'm like season 6. It's pretty good, but it's not up to DS9's quality in my opinion.
No.
DS9's kind of the pinnacle of storytelling. It was telling a story. Like those last 6 episodes of it are all one big storyline going through, whereas it's more episodic, like Next Gen.
Yeah, I always loved Deep Space Nine when I was in high school. I liked that before I liked Next Gen.
Yeah,
in
true.
High school, and we were talking about it. Basically everyone who Star Trek spoke to me like, Deep Space Nine shit or whatever. I'm like, fuck you.
It's more of a character study and like a political war thriller.
Yeah, it's very different from Next Gen, which is like all Discovery and stuff like that. Deep Space Nine is trying to contain and deal with a threat.
Yeah.
Rather than an idle threat like the Romulans in Next Gen.
Yeah.
It's a direct conflict.
Well, so Next Gen, every episode is a different adventure where DS9 they're on the space station. Every episode they have to spend time more with the characters, more with the political drama unfolding, which is more akin to me.
Plus, the fucking whole Klingon Civil War thing and shit. And
yeah, that's great.
The changelings infiltrating.
Oh, that is great. That is great.
That's like fucking...
That's
done it! That's done it!
Gowron, the head of the Klingon Empire, is a changeling.
No misinterpretation.
And they're just paranoid of everyone, you know? We got to review Deep Space Nine in 16 years when we reviewed Next Gen.
We could, we'll see what we do, but maybe
we should at least wait a few seasons into this before we start the second.
Yeah, maybe just do a DS9 greatest hits kind of thing. Or do you want to go through every episode?
There's some really shit episodes, I guess.
There's a lot of episodes. There's 180 episodes.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Not on camera.
Nah. Yeah, so straight up, Riker is perving on this chick. She's walking on the bridge and it's his monologue rather than Captain's log. It's his fucking log entry.
Yeah, first officer's log.
Yeah, and it's showing some chick in a short skirt and it pans out and then Riker's like...
Oh. It's like in that part where Picard mentions about the girl who kissed him or whatever, and he was just like...
When that woman kissed me, it was so
exciting.
real.
How real did it feel?
How real? I might have to pay a visit down there. Go to one of Quark's holo suites.
Well, yeah, he's meant to be like a Shatner character. I guess old coke-addled Gene kind of lived through Kirk and Riker. He's like, this is what I want to be. Some spacefaring, the handsome man shacking up with all these blue ladies. That's my imagination anyway. Maybe that
if it was
wasn't...
Star Wars, he'd be doing all the Twi'leks, you know he would.
Yeah. Where George was more asexual, so Luke and Han didn't really have much of a sex drive.
Yeah, not really.
No, nobody did. I mean, the whole Jedi Order is you can't have sex ever. Nobody can have
the one that
sex.
had the biggest Anakin, and it was very normal.
Yeah, the romance of Padme, but let's not go into that.
That's a whole different series.
Horrible.
You're so beautiful.
It's only because I'm so in love.
No, no, it's because I'm so in love with you.
So there's this B plot with these bug alien races. I forget what the race is called. I'll dig it up here. We never actually see them. Trollex.
It starts with a J. I know that, but it's pronounced with a H, like Juan.
Yeah. Hey, Wani.
Harada,
Oh, Wani, you don't even watch these. Go fuck yourself, Wani.
So this is the one episode you watch.
Dislikes, one solid tier. You're right. And there's this impending doom the entire episode that Picard has to provide this opening dialogue to them.
Yeah, and really difficult language.
Yeah, it's not phonetical, or is that the term? Or it's spelt how it sounds? Yeah, phonetic. It's not phonetic.
It's all about tone, pitch, and like it's just ridiculously complex.
Yeah. He's learning it from like text though, where he could have just got the computer to read it to him and then learn it by ear.
And the inverted T means to hold the Z.
Unless?
Unless it's followed by three wavy lines, in which case the Z becomes a B.
Exactly.
What a language.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Like he's reading it off like a screen rather than just
Yeah,
hearing
just
the
as
audio.
Counselor Troy there as if she's like, what,
Linguistics
Yeah,
expert now.
she's-
They gotta find something for it to do. Because they can't have counselling scenes, because The Sopranos wasn't at all compelling.
Has yet to reveal himself. I'm warning you, do not do it!
yeah, no way.
Yeah, so there's impending doom, but he needs to introduce himself in their dialect properly, and they imply that there's been times where people have fucked it up and have died.
Yeah, that was the implication. They refused to go into it, but it was like, but I want to go into it. I want to know what happened to these people. Maybe they were like playing mantises or whatever, and they like ate them or some shit.
Yeah, and they do say that they need something from them. They don't ever say what they need.
Yeah.
But it seems weird to like just go along with that. I mean, these people are fucking psychos. They murdered someone because they mispronounced something. That's fucking psychotic.
We are all aware of the tape of the last Federation starship to come into contact with the Haradan. It graphically demonstrates what happened when that captain offended them.
Captain Picard is familiar with that data.
Well, is it murder? They never say that, you know? They just said, you know what happened to them? Maybe they raped them or something and just left them.
That's equally as pathological.
Or like just disabled their ships and left them stranded there, or, you know, could have been... I reckon it was murder, but...
It sounded like murder.
But I don't think the Federation would go back and try again if it would be...
Well, that's my thought. Is like, why are you talking to these people? They're fucking psychos. Or these bug monsters. They're fucking psychos. Also, I wanted to see the crappy bug makeup.
I know, right? I was expecting that at the very end, as soon as he got the thing right for it to appear, you can literally see strings, like basically like the parents from Invader Zim.
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome.
I love all that shit.
Yeah.
This story features a fictitious series of books, Dixon Hill. I thought when I originally watched it was some classic literature that I just wasn't aware of, but they came up with it for this episode.
Oh, really? They normally are so like on like the money with that.
Yeah,
sort of shit.
Shakespeare and Sherlock Holmes and all that other stuff. But for whatever reason, they chose to make up Dixon Hill.
I guess they're worried about how people or the audience would react to something if it was off an actual story. And they wasn't until later in the series they decided let's actually go with it because people really enjoyed that episode.
Well, let's use all the stuff that's out of copyright that we don't have to pay for, like Shakespeare and Sherlock
I did like the way
Holmes,
the big bad
Mozart.
guy was the guy from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Good day, Mr. Hill. My name is Cyrus Redblock.
He's a great actor and he plays a gangster so well.
Yeah, I don't think he plays anything else, does he?
I guess he's an actor that's acted in a lot of things, but the only things I remember him from is Reservoir Dogs and this.
Yeah.
If you want to watch my Reservoir Dogs review, just put it up here.
Ding! Ding!
So there's a scene early on where Picard kisses somebody and he comes out and the lipstick stays on.
And they have to wipe it off.
Yeah.
That should have been, did he come out after the probe goes in or does the probe go beforehand?
Does he come out before the program ends?
No, like, you know the probe affects the holodeck.
No, the probe affects it way later.
So then, yeah, that made no sense. In my mind, after all the probe affected, my brain automatically jumped to the conclusion it was real. But even then, even though it was real, they still couldn't leave the holodeck, so it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, well, the obvious thing is like, you know, the Doctor from Voyager can't leave Medbay because the hologram
That little...
gets the thing later on, yeah. But yeah, and the big conclusion is the bad guys come out and they dissipate because holograms
So
can't exist.
slowly, like, are they stepped out of the place where it's projecting and they're chilling in the hallway, slowly disappearing?
It had to be like an epic illusion. They couldn't just go.
They should have just, that's what it should have done. It should have just walked through and then just vanished.
Yeah, that's like every other time we see something come out of a holodeck. It's happened like that.
What are they doing? They can't do this to me.
Although I think Wesley comes out of it wet once. So there is some inconsistencies there.
Yeah.
I remember there's an episode where he throws a snowball at Picard too from it.
Well,
So-
like, out of the holodeck.
I believe so. There's an episode, somebody falls into it in a counter at Farpoint, Wesley I think, and then he's wet later on. And then I think another episode Wesley throws a snowball at Picard.
Fuck, I hate Wesley.
There was this scene in this one where he's like, I can help, I know everything about the holodecks, not any of these fucking engineers. And Riker's like, no.
Fuck off, Wesley, basically.
Yeah, and then,
His mum was down there too.
yeah, and I was just like, well, that's a conflict of interest. Like, if you're a police officer and there's a hostage situation where they're like got a knife to your mum's neck, they're like, go home. You're not going to act rational.
Yeah, of course.
So
And then
just-
they just leave him to do this thing which can risk a bunch of people's lives or whatever. He's like a kid.
I've studied all the technical manuals on the holodeck, sir. I think I can be of some help down there.
Geordi is well equipped to deal with the situation, Wes. Right now, your duty's here on the bridge.
Will. His mother's missing too.
It's this weird thing he says that I wrote down, which makes no fucking sense.
Something about everyone disappearing or some shit.
Yeah, the program could abort and everyone could vanish.
If this isn't done correctly, the program could abort and everyone inside could vanish.
You need more time to study it.
Whether we do it now or later, the risk is the same.
That's fine. It wouldn't be like they would vanish. Wouldn't Picard?
Well, I think that's what he was implying, but that makes no sense. They're not like holographic
No.
images.
Everyone would just turn off to be the same as computer and program. Which I totally think is this episode's the reason they created that feature.
Yeah,
Because
well,
they couldn't find the exits.
Well, this is like one of the first episodes. Well, this is the first episode fully featuring the holodeck, and they do say it's had new and improved upgrades. So later on down the line, they tweak it and develop it more. And you could say, you know, it's a prototype, so it's a bit ranky. Also, there's no communicators within the holodeck the whole time. All this shit is going on.
You know, you should always have that as a backup, right?
Yeah, and like they can't talk to the people in the holodeck, and they don't say it's because of the malfunction.
I mean, if they wanted to describe it, they could have just said to make it so that you get fully immersed in the holodeck. No one can contact you from the outside. But it just seems like a really bad safety protocol.
Yeah. Also, I've always really loved the holodeck episode. It's such a great vehicle to escape the sci-fi thing. And this episode looks like a 1940s noir crime thriller.
We're not going anywhere. Not until we have a little chat.
There's like, of course, when you come back to the ship, it's sci-fi, but the aesthetics are completely un-sci-fi, and the storyline is like this old 40s gangster storyline. It's such a great vehicle to...
Yeah, because you couldn't have access to the outside world on a spaceship like that for a long period of time, and the holodeck could give you an outside.
Yeah.
I need to get the fuck out of this ship.
Yeah.
You're not, but it seems like you are.
Have you seen the original series episode where they go down that planet and there's like a planet of Nazis for some stupid reason?
Vaguely remember that.
Yeah, they just had all these sets at like Paramount, and original series would be like, how are we going to utilize this? We'll go down on the planet of Nazis, even though it's the 23rd century.
On your feet, pig.
We'll explain it with
Not
something.
even time travel like they do in all the other series.
No, just like, yeah. There's another episode where they go
Nazi
down and
planet.
it's basically Earth too, it's exactly Earth. It's like, well, Captain, blah, 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 blah. It's like, really, it's because they had this set at Paramount. That's what they're doing it.
That's so sad.
Well, they're utilizing another set, pre-existing set that they had at Paramount, but it makes sense because they developed the holodeck, probably for that exact reason. And I might say that this set looks so much better than most of the sets in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I've been making fun of most of the sound stages in season 1.
There was nothing I could like really like take a shot at.
No, it looked great. It looked like 1940s.
Had even had the
New
nice
York.
wet shine and everything on the roads.
Yeah,
And
all the extras.
everything was great. Picard, I found it funny that Picard was so amazed by it, considering they had it on the ship for how long.
Well, they have had it since the beginning.
But you said it just had upgrades, I guess.
Yeah, there's a throwaway line where it's like, it's being upgraded, so I guess new graphics, basically.
Yeah, based like PS3 to PS4 or something.
Yeah, a big jump, because he was ecstatic about it. And yeah, lots of cool extra actors in this as well. We said the Reservoir Dogs guy, a bunch of other guys, and there's that guy from Gremlins, the paper guy. He was in a bunch of 80s and 90s things. It could have been now.
Cleveland? They got no pitches. They never got no pitches. What are you, nuts or something?
I don't know his name. Henry or Harry? I'll dig it up here.
Harry Blismore.
Harry Cutchlington. He's a famed 80s, 90s actor. I'm pretty sure he's in another Star Trek too.
I mean, every actor who plays Star Trek's in multiple different episodes, there's multiple different characters apparently.
Yeah, there are a bunch of characters recycled.
Offenders.
Farmer Hoggett, who is like, what's his name in First Contact? He's the first guy who developed warp speed.
Oh mate, yeah. I know who you're talking about. He's in a lot of movies and stuff.
They talk about him a lot. But yeah, Farmer Hoggett, he's in Next Gen and then he's in First Contact movie. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch.
Box, like 3 different characters.
Yeah, Armin Shimmerman is a bunch of different characters.
Worf.
Yeah, he plays another Klingon in Star Trek 6,
Yeah.
Worf's descendant or some shit. Did you hear that Michael Dorn is not confirmed for Picard?
Really? I didn't think he had anything else in his life.
He doesn't like the makeup. He's like, I'm not going to put on the makeup just for a cameo. He wants his own Worf show, but I don't know about that.
He wants his own Worf show, but he won't put the makeup on.
He won't put the makeup on for a cameo.
They're paying him for it. It's your job, mate. Like
they offered him a role in Discovery, and he said, "Go fuck yourself."
Good, maybe he didn't want to be signed up to such filth.
I think he just didn't want to put the makeup on.
Why does he always have to be a Klingon? Couldn't he play something else? Like, there's no way Worf would be alive then, so why the fuck did he have to
I
be
guess he was
Klingon?
playing like a descendant of Worf, like he was in Star Trek
Yeah,
6.
but like, it wouldn't make sense because he'd be the weird blue, fucked up Klingon.
Yeah, he'd be the alternate universe.
It'd be awesome if he was just normal Worf. All the other Klingons like that.
What are they going to do with the Klingons in Picard? Are they going to be Star Trek Discovery fucking Klingons?
If they are, I will hang myself.
He said it here, folks. We'll hold him to it. I'll film it and put it up on the YouTube's machine. Demonetized.
I just seriously, they can't do that. They can't.
Well, they've been claiming Discovery is fucking the prime timeline. But it's not. Like, there are fucking an infinite amount of reasons why it's not canon. Like, just none of it is canon. None of it. It makes no sense. Historically, aesthetically, technologically. It's not canon. It's not 10 years before the original series.
Even like, just a fucking Klingon, man. Yeah.
But in Picard, they have shown like Data looks the same, other than Brent Spiner looking a lot older, and a bunch of other stuff where like the visual aesthetic looks like it's come after.
Can you imagine if Data was just like legitimately this robot? Like he wasn't even human or whatever. He just said, like, "Oh, how are you going, Data?" sort of thing. It's just like this robot.
Imagine the writers have like watched Best of Both Worlds and First Contact and Noah
He's a
Star
Borg.
Trek.
Data's a fucking Borg. They don't think that's a Data.
Yeah, they're all robots. Doesn't matter. Man, if there were any writers in that writers' room that hadn't watched like all episodes of Next Gen, like surely that's a prerequisite. You must have watched Star Trek if you're writing for Star Trek.
I mean, you could say that, or like Dragon Ball Evolution and shit.
Well, that's what Discovery feels like to me, the Dragon Ball evolution of the Star Trek world.
Legit, that's a very good comparison, I think. Like, because it's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, the
even
guy...
Even media, like, even, what's his name, Rich, can't even fucking... Is it Rich? Yeah, it is, eh?
From Red Letter Media?
Yeah. That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
He can't even fucking stand it. He was in denial for so long.
Yeah.
And now watching the review videos, he's just like...
Oh, no. Mike, the fanboy, yeah.
Which one's Rich?
Rich is the fat, balding one, and Mike is the less fat,
Mike's
balding one.
Mike's always been the obsessed one, sorry. Rich, he hated it from the get-go.
Yeah, Rich was like, fuck this, where Mike was kind of in denial.
Yeah, it's because he loves Star Trek so much. He'll rip out anything else, but at Star Trek, he's just like...
Yeah, it'll be like a random review of something. He'll be like, well, in Star Trek, fucking this episode. His knowledge is pretty, like, astonishing, too. He said some pretty, like, crazy things, like, how did you remember that one-off character's name?
And he does, and he even like shows them like the introduction.
He'll cut it in. Yeah.
And then there was one moment where it was like one letter off or something.
Yeah.
Fucking retard.
I remember that. Yeah, that was a great one.
I want to say his name was Mordock.
Mordock, what are you doing here? You couldn't have graduated the academy already.
I'm going to pull clips here because Mordock, and then Mordock was the name of the guy who he was in school with, in the advanced like academy class.
Yeah.
And then he goes, Mordock? No, I'm Mendar?
I am not Mordock. I am Mendon.
So there's this great moment of tension where they realize that the holodecks malfunctioned because of those bug people too. The bug people.
Yeah, said that probe.
That
That would have been fucking terrifying if you were just a random civilian on that ship and that happened.
It's like, and then
not just the big pink
yeah,
going through the ship.
mine.
Because it has like what 2,000 civilians on that ship.
Yeah, it's a big fella.
Just like, shit, like what the fuck?
Families and kids and stuff. It's like an exploratory vessel where Voyager is only like 300 people or something. It's like an attack vessel. But
Lucky it's the fucking battle vessel.
That would be pretty brutal with the whole family thing. They go into this thing in Voyager, or it's like, you know, we have 7 years to get home. We need to start breeding people now. So like generations in time we'll get
They
back.
have one kid.
They're never going to, which is kind of shitty. I don't know they get home before fucking 7 years. But whatever, I thought that was a cool idea.
They
So like,
should have at least tried.
now that one chick, whatever the fuck her name is.
Molly? No, Molly's O'Brien's wife.
No, Molly is Orion's kid, isn't it? His wife is like Chinese name.
Yeah, I thought Molly. No, yeah, Molly is a kid. No,
Molly's the youngest daughter, and then his wife is like
Chico or something. Not
Yeah.
Chico. It's, not Chico. That's Mexican. That's Mexican. It's on the tip of my tongue. Shit. This is gonna piss me off now. He mentions her name so much.
And then whenever he says her name, it triggers something else in my mind. It sounds like this object or something. O'Brien and his wife.
Hello Kitty. She's not even Japanese.
I think she is actually Japanese, not Chinese.
No, in the show she's Chinese though, isn't she? I don't fucking know. It's Oh fuck it. This is gonna piss me off now.
So the bug people, they malfunction the holodeck on the first time that Picard, Data, Beverly, and
old mate. Extra. Red shirt.
Waylon!
Who, Waylon?
Yes, Waylon.
We know Waylon's name, but we don't know Orion's wife's name.
And I was calling him old mate in red shirt, so.
Old mate red shirt Waylon. He gets shot, and it's a great moment of ramping up the tension.
Yeah, because he's all laughing and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, bah! He's like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, there's all these great segments where we know that the holodeck has malfunctioned, and we obviously know that they're in danger, but they don't.
Yeah.
So they're still playing around with the gun and shit, and then he gets shot, and they're like. And then yeah, it's like I'm bleeding, and it's like, oh okay, the tension ramps up.
Real.
Yeah.
Fuck off, idiot.
Waylon
Smith.
Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Yutani.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. It's Kiko.
I was just about to say Kiko.
Really?
It's totally Kiko. Yeah.
Fuck
I don't know, my brain was like Kiko, and then you said Kiko. Kiko.
How did that even?
Now what does that remind me of? Kiko.
The Brian's wife's Kiko. Not Chico. I was close.
That's true. You were pretty close. I remember when I first started watching Voyager, Tuvok and Neelix, all I could hear was Tupac and Netflix. My brain does this weird thing where if it's like a different fantasy or sci-fi name, it'll attach an English word that sounds most similar to it.
Tupac and Netflix.
Yeah.
Boy, let's go see Netflix. The one on he's cooking up today.
Yeah. My brain.
How fucking awesome is Neelix's character though? He's so dark, even though he's like such a
Yeah, he's the comic relief, but then he has this horrible like backstory of his family being
backstory.
and whenever he does it, like he actually acts really well.
Yeah, he's got the tears in his eyes. That you can feel the
Mm.
anger he has.
He's
It's
a
like-
good actor.
Yeah.
Even through all the shitty prosthetics and
Yeah, he's clearly putting on like an act. He's like Jar Jar Binks if Jar Jar Binks was cool.
Jar Jar Binks was written well. Sorry, Georgie boy. Sorry.
We're now in our 22nd hour.
Went a little longer than expected.
A little bit longer than expected. In fact, everybody here has already gone home, had dinner, slept a full night, and come back.
So yeah, basically there's like a pretty like nice, quaint conclusion. It's not like epic or the world's gonna end or all this is gonna die. We got like the underlining the insect people might get angry if we don't do their thing. But yeah, they just kind of trick them, the gangsters, like dumb kids.
Yeah, I got to admit, when the whole part of the holodeck ended, I completely forgot about the B plot and was just like, oh, this is the end of the episode. Like, just credits are just gonna start rolling, and then you're like, oh, I just gotta do that thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Klaxon ries blaj blanarnik karnik.
You didn't like that?
No, it's not that I didn't like it. I completely forgot about it.
The B plot is underdeveloped.
Yeah, of course.
Like all B plots in season 1 of TNG.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we've said that
just
over and
thrown
over
in there,
again.
just so there's a little bit of like, it's like the apple on a cheese plate. It cleanses the palate.
Yeah, it cleanses the palate. It's like we can't just tell one really interesting story. We have to tell an interesting story than a really shitty, underdeveloped, non-interesting
And then later
story.
on, this becomes a less interesting story.
Yeah, it was a nice way of making the ending all happy and upbeat. They got like the
clapping and
yeah, Can I get that in the water? Yeah, give me a copy on the water.
Hydro.
Electric. No one's gonna know what we're talking about unless I cut the clip in here.
La 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 la. Play that back for me, Pickles.
Listen to you. You just simply can't get that kind of clear, including now you can't get that.
Actually clearer than when he did it.
Hey, you play that back one more time for me, Pickles. Just one more time, please. Please, just one last time. La 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 la.
There are no fans of both Star Trek and Metalocalypse. Not even us.
That's true, I hate Metalocalypse now.
I don't like Star Trek.
Error.
Now there's like existential quandary too with Dixon. Is his name Hills Dixon? Dixon Hills?
Dix Hills, yeah, and old mate Copy.
Yeah.
He's like staring out the window and shit, having a moment.
And you've gone. Will this world still exist? Will my wife and kids still be waiting for me at home?
Yeah, it was only like 10 seconds or something. And you could say maybe it was a cool idea that was underdeveloped, but I feel like it was a nice little kind of...
It had feeling to it. Like, it had like...
It worked.
Like, I wish I could take you with me. It's like, will my family still be there and all that? It's just
And
like,
he doesn't
wow.
say yeah. He's like,
Oh, it just reminded me of, that episode of Voyager where fucking, the Doctor makes his family. And then he tries to make it more real, but it just gets so fucked up.
And his
with
daughter
getting
dies.
getting sick and dying, and his son's like an outlaw and shit.
Yeah, he sounds like into Klingons and stuff.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, and he brings all that like emotional baggage into his stuff. Like, you're okay? How's your family program going? And his daughter's dying. It's like, yeah, no, it's all good, man.
But hey, people have to deal with that shit in real life.
Yeah,
like
people die, man.
Dude,
not just old people.
You still have to go
young
to work
people.
and shit. Like,
yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'm pretty sure it depends what situation. But like, I don't know. If my kid died, I'd probably just quit my job and like take months off of work, and then like just find a new career later down the line. Start booting my parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but
Really
like
dark period.
smoking weed every night. I'd probably start drinking. I'd do some crazy shit. My reviews will get really dark. You know what's wrong with Doctor Who? Fucking sucks! Life sucks!
Just do a random review, just like start beating the shit out of you,
No context, no one knows what's happened. It's like, oh, these reviews.
This is Dissecting Trek.
Fucking life sucks, my kid's dead!
Oh, they know who I am? I'm Cyrus Redblock! Cyrus Redblock!
Yeah, so there's a nice little 10 seconds of existential quandary. We get the nice wrap up of these people evaporating when they leave the holodeck, trick like dumb kids.
And just talking instead of just taking a couple of steps back into the holodeck.
Yeah, they stay there like, what's going on here? You can't do this to me. I'm fucking Dim Jum Jacket Jumbo. We just yeah, we can just like jump back in and be like, fuck, man.
Yeah, like sure, if you couldn't move your legs, you could surely like launch with your top half.
Yeah.
And then just drag yourself in.
Well, they're still like hovering there, so.
Imagining that they're still standing. Maybe they lost control of their legs once they started doing that.
Maybe, but they don't like claw.
They don't even try. They're not like, oh, she.
Yeah. But in conclusion, a good episode.
Yeah, Picard did not like that cigarette though.
He did not. I mean, if you never smoked a cigarette and take a puff, it's gonna be pretty gross.
Yeah, right.
It's weird that none of them smoke or drink, eh? Like they're always drinking synthahol.
Well, that doesn't exist. Like alcohol certainly still exists, but
yeah,
it's not allowed on starships.
Yeah, the utopia where we have exceeded alcohol and cigarettes because that's bad.
The cigarettes I get. I definitely get. Alcohol not so much.
I enjoy
synthahol makes sense to the officers to be drinking synthahol. It doesn't get you drunk though, does it?
No. Well, then it's like what? It's like non-alcoholic beer.
I can understand the beer though. I'd still drink synthahol beer. So I generally enjoy beer.
I've never drunk non-alcoholic beer.
I imagine they would ever taste.
It's all these.
I always comment about how it doesn't taste the same.
Well, it doesn't have the ethanol. So I mean, I guess you could put a flavor in there to create ethanol flavor, but at the point, like, I guess it's just the drink, but not with the ethanol. On Rogan, he's always like, do you want a non-alcoholic Heineken? They taste just like fucking Heineken. I'm always thinking, no, can I have an actual Heineken?
You're into like a health buff though, so he probably doesn't drink.
He's a health buff, he's a...
Smokes a fucking weed.
Smokes a shitload of weed. We can't do that because it's not legal in Brisbane, but it's legal in California.
We wouldn't smoke weed.
No! We would only ever smoke weed on the show if it became legal in Brisbane in like 20 years.
Don't worry, it'll still be going.
That's true, we'll be on the DS9. I'll be like, this shit's fucking legal now, motherfucker!
Oh, well, our reviews will certainly get more interesting for us.
Way more left turns. Anyway, in conclusion, I mean, Season 1's been a lot of hits and misses, but this is definitely a hit.
This is one of the best episodes so far, for sure.
Yeah, it sets up the precedent for the holodeck malfunctioning cliche, which becomes overplayed and
but some of the best
maybe they
episodes.
use a few too many times, but still, yeah, some of the most memorable episodes.
Episode 11, so we've still got like what, 24 episodes
of this season.
Not 24, 14 episodes of this season.
Yeah, and then season 2.
6 more. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they're getting there.
They're getting better. They get better as the seasons go on anyway.
Yeah, it definitely finds its fit. It takes a while to get going. Alright, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe in the comments. Tell us got all the facts on how hinges are null and void.
Kiko.
Quintro. Hit that bell. That's what bells sound like.
Doesn't quite makes the right sound, does it?
None of these things are bells. This WD-40 is bells. Should I start a fire on camera?
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. No. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be long, long